Yeah, hello, welcome back, my viewers and subscribers. On this broadcast today, we have an interview with the head of marketing team of TAPSWAP with us, and today we are going to be having an interview with him concerning some questions on TAPSWAP. Questions like when is TAPSWAP launching, when is the launch date, and all of that, blah blah blah. He's right here with us, and we are going to be asking him these questions to see what his response will be. So just sit tight and listen to this broadcast and interview, because I believe it's going to help you so much in knowing what to do, even as you consider this project TAPSWAP. All right, so let's get into the broadcast right away. We have the head of marketing team, John Robbins, with us. All right, over to you, sir.
John Robin from Minnesota in US of A. My nickname, though, is another bird. It's Cardinal. It's my middle name. My parents must have been heavy into the bird watching. I don't know. So you guys can feel free to call me Cardinal.
That's really interesting. All right, the first question I'm going to ask is about TAPSWAP. We're going to be asking you, how did TAPSWAP really come into existence? Why did you guys bring up the project?
We saw Notcoin, and we saw how quickly it was taking off, and the reach it was getting, and we put our many years of experience and like-minded individuals together. We have a good home office where there's everybody comes together, so it's really easy to have the team working and bouncing ideas off each other and solving problems quickly, as you guys have seen with the load issues and that, and moving on. And we took it on, and we wanted to get it out as fast as possible.
Wow, that's actually amazing. All right, you guys have actually done a great job. Just in 1 month, the kind of work that TAPSWAP has put into play, and the project coming a long way is really a kudos to the team. I think TAPSWAP even surpassed Notcoin in the number of followers on Telegram. So it's a great job. All right, so another question I want to ask you is how do you go about allocating points? Most people do not know anything about TAPSWAP. Some are just coming in. Maybe they would like to know what are the things that they need to do to acquire more points on TAPSWAP. Maybe you can just give us a little insight on this.
Sure. So it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Just have to, you open up the app and you tap away. That's going to give you shares. So the more you tap, the more upgrades you do, and the more shares you get. And when we do finally finalize the full tokenomics and we come out and release, there will be some type of ratio built in for how many shares you get equals how much tokens you get. So the more tokens you want to have at that time, the more tapping you got to do. And that's it, pretty much.
Okay, thank you so much, Joe Robbins. There's this particular question I would like to ask you. All right. There's most people are keen about knowing about the reason behind the introduction of the doubling of coins. Recently, TAPSWAP introduced a means by which people can double their coins. I actually I was able to double mine, but some people were not able to double theirs, maybe because of lack of funds or so. But we want to know, why did they introduce this scheme? I believe most people are keen on knowing why most TAPSWAP brought about this. There some will be like our TAPSWAP is scam project. Why are they trying to take money from people? And airdrop are not supposed to take money from people. So why are TAPSWAP trying to introduce a scheme to take money from people? I believe you just give us a little insight in this so that we understand.
Absolutely. So it wasn't something that we just did willy-nilly, if you would. We had like I said, grown exponentially faster than we thought we would. Extremely grateful for that and happy for that. And we realized, like I said, the responsibility that we had now to these people. So to further develop the game and to further develop our plans, you need capital, right? There's things involved: marketing, token launch, developer work, ensuring liquidity once we launch the token. We're all included in the decision to introduce the paid feature that was just for a limited time. And I saw some people, were all upset, like you said. It was kind of split, and some people were like, "Why are they demanding this out of us?" And the game was initially free, and it still is. We definitely didn't demand anything of anyone. It was a limited time offer that has already ended, and it was a limited time offer because we saw how that curve of people jumping into the game was still picking up, and we didn't want people jumping in now and then being at such a disadvantage and getting frustrated and leaving or having a bad taste in their mouth. So this was a quick way to give those people that are just coming in a chance to catch up quickly with those of us that had been tapping away for weeks already. So it was a limited time offer. It's gone now for now, and we are looking forward. We're looking forward to using that money that we've earned from that towards the game's progress and future. It's all going back into development and to those 25 staff or people working around the clock. They need to eat and sleep and drink and. It's all going back into it. So it wasn't something that we came up with willy-nilly, right, to just try and make some quick cash and dash, because we're still here and we're making some big strides with you guys and with other people. So we want to be around for a while.
Wow. Okay. Thank you so much for that. I think that that's really understanding. I think I read on your Twitter, your X handle, where you say that the money generated from that platform will be reinvested into the community. I think that's quite understanding. All right, so just another question I would like to ask you. This question have been going on in the community, and I think many people would like to know. All right, so they would like to be understanding that when the airdrop finally comes, what's the ratio for sharing the particular coin? For some people that have 2 million coins, what's the ratio? Some people that have 10 million coins, what's going to be the ratio for them? I think they will like to know this. So just give us an insight into it.
This is definitely something that people are keen to learn about. But unfortunately, while we are developing clear rules according to how and which way we want to distribute the tokens between the community, I think you and most will understand that such regulations cannot be communicated before the drop itself, in order to avoid abuse by unscrupulous users, people that multi-account and scripters and whatnot, right? I do want to reiterate that for us to distribute the tokens fairly is in our best interest as well as yours. It has to be a big success for us and for the future of the project. We have done well with the 2 times upgrade that we just talked about. And that money, we could have took and run, right? Like you see it all the time in the crypto space. You see it all the time involved with all the NFT and all that. You see it all the time happening, right? But we haven't, and we aren't going to. We're here, and instead, like we talked about, we're putting that money back into the project. So we need the token airdrop to be a win-win for all involved. We don't take this opportunity lightly. We have also, developed monitoring systems as well based on user behavior that will help influence this as well. So they are very close to being finished, but we have lots of moving parts right now, including communication with many exchanges and platforms. So I can't really say too much.
Wow. All right. Thank you so much for that clarification. All right. Another more questions. So people are developing kind of schemes, to try to cheat the system, to try to get more coins. So we'd like to know how do you people, how are you guys going about it, to try to track the people that are developing schemes to cheat the system. I think we'll like to know about this. What measures are TAPSWAP putting in place to cop this?
Yeah, it's something that we've had to look at, right? Like we said, as long as there's been crypto, there's been ways that people are coming up to crack the system and to scam it. And I've always thought, like, if only these guys could use their powers for good, right? They could put together some really amazing projects, but it's going to be there. And we've developed a monitoring system based on this, and we know we have a larger number of accounts that deserve to be banned. We're kind of trying to figure out how to deal with this. The team is considering offering unscrupulous users an option of surrendering voluntarily for a percentage of the drop that they might have received. We don't know. We might run it by the community and see what they have to say. But it is something that's out there with most of these games, and we are keeping an eye on it for sure.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate for that response. People listening right now and watching, they really appreciate. All right, so going back to the question that I really would like to ask, is that TAPSWAP said that they are going to be launching by 1st of July of this year. I really want to know, are they going to launch by that time that they gave, or is there anything that we ought to expect?
As far as I'm aware, right now we're on that schedule. We're online with that schedule. That's where we're shooting for, and we don't have any specific date per se, but definitely coming up very soon. Like I said before about the tokenomics and that, we're still communicating actively with tier 1 exchanges and other projects. So we want to make sure we get all our ducks in a row, if you would, before we actually do go live with the drop. We appreciate everybody's patience and contributions still so far. Like I said, we are in this for the long haul. We're here, and we're not going anywhere. So keep tapping. Don't rush. Just keep tapping, and don't worry about it. The more taps you get in, the more time you have. The more taps you get in, and then the more your allocation will be, right? We will publish our tokenomics as soon as we consider it to be complete. And I can definitely say that we will allocate a significant portion of all the tokens to the community. This is going to be number one priority to us is having it a win-win situation, having the community happy, right? We want to carry you guys with us into this next frontier, to this next tier that we're building behind the scenes right now, and we want to retain you. We don't want to just launch a token and then give everybody and then they dump and they move on and they go to the next thing. No, we want you guys to stick around with us, build with us, grow with us, be a part of TAPSWAP as a whole, right? So I can't reiterate that enough, that we want everybody to be happy with this. So we're really putting a lot of thought and effort into making sure that it's fair for all involved.
Wow. All right, you heard him. That's very quite interesting. All right. Thank you so much for your time and for the responses that you gave. To the audience and those listening and watching, if I were you, I would keep tapping and tapping, because you heard him right. The more you tap, the more coins you get. All right. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for the responses.
It's been absolutely my pleasure, guys. I hate to run. It has been a pleasure getting to know you guys a little more and sharing some info. Please, everybody, keep your eyes and ears peeled to our socials for some more information. Like I said, since our devs have tackled the scaling issue and that we had there a little while back, they are head down, nose down, eyes down, full on in the pit, working, developing our future with TAPSWAP and your future with TAPSWAP as well.